Hello everyone, I'm from Onest and today I'll be showing you how the payroll and the account systems are connected with each other. First of all, let's go to payroll here and go to commission. I'll create a commission here for the demo purposes. First of all, that's a name. Let's say it's called routine. Let's say the amount is 5,000. We'll set this as a fixed amount for demo purposes. The type can be addition or deduction. Let's say it's addition. The status is active, of course, and save. Now let's go to set up our payroll. Here's some of the ones are already created. We can just go to any employee and set a contract for them first. For demo purposes, I'll just go to the super admin one and set this up. It's already been set up, but I can change this as I want if I want to. So let's just save it and update the one that we have for now. And then go to the advanced type. Here we can create an advanced type based on the company requirements. Let's say it's called an advanced bonus or an advanced incentive. It can be anything. Let's call this an advanced incentive and save. Now we will be going to the advanced section and create a new advance. Let's select an employee. Let's call this the HR one. So let's select the month for today. Advanced bonus or advanced incentive based on our requirement. Let's say advanced incentive there. The amount can be 2,000. The recovery mode can be one time or installment, doesn't matter. It can, let's say it's monthly. The installment is, as it's one time, there is no installment, so it's 0 because they recover from 21. So now the new record has been saved here. We can approve it or reject it based on the regulations. Let's say we approve this. We'll approve or reject. Let's approve for now. And it will be created. Now let's go to the salary generate section. Here we can generate a salary for a certain employee or a certain group of employees. Let's say you go to generate and select a department. Let's say it's sales. So let's select the date as supposedly January, maybe 6, and generate. Here the salary for that particular month has been generated here for the January month, and we'll go and calculate the salary to generate the salary. Here we can see the details of their gross salary and the other nuances of the dates and everything, the leaves, their absences, everything is accounted for here. We can see the incentive is added and the absent cost is deducted. It will be adjusted based on that, so we'll generate. Here the salary has been generated or calculated, as we can see for the month of January here. It's still unpaid, as you can see, so we can just pay them from here, get the payment going. For that, first, here is the account section, how it comes in. First of all, we have to create a payment method. To create a payment method, we have to go to the account section, account settings, and payment method. Here we will create a new payment method. Let's call it test payment. Set the status as active and save. Now that the payment method has been created, we will go back to the payroll and salary generate. And we'll go back to the payment section and select the amount as necessary. Let's select this as 5,000 for demo purposes. The category can be selected as anything that we create. Let's, for the sake of it, go for food. The account, let's say this is this account. The payment method is test payment that we have created. For the note, we'll just put whatever right now. Submit. Now the salary has been generated, and as we can see, it is now paid. We can also generate a payslip or view more details about this. So we can see the payslip is generated here based on the calculations. It's a negative number now because the numbers that we're putting are random, but it will be the accurate numbers when the accurate numbers are put in. Now let's move on to salary report. Here we can see the report of the salary of each of the employees whose salary has been generated and paid for. We can see the addition and the deduction and all the other necessary details about them. So that's all about the payroll section. Now let's move on to the account section, which is quite self-explanatory. First of all, we will create an account list. One has already been created for demo purposes that we have selected before on the payroll section. Here we can create a new one if you want, and that's that. Then we have the deposit section. You can also create one here for the deposit list. Here we will select the account because that's the only account that has been created in the accounts list. We can select a category. The category has not been created yet, that's why you cannot see it here. And update all the details. Then we will move on to the expense section and create an expense for any of the employees if they have any of the expenses. Let's say it's entertainment for today's date. We'll select an amount. Let's say it's 1,000. For attachment, we will select anything and submit. Now the expense list has been created, but it has not been paid or approved. So we, as an admin, we can approve this first. The approved amount can be changed from here. Let's say they're asking for 1,000, we can select 500. Select the status as approved and approve this. Here, as you can see, it has now been approved but not paid yet. Now we can pay this from here for this particular account, and the payment method as this that we have created, and make payment. Payment has been completed and it is now paid. Now let's move on to the transaction history, where we will be able to see the transactions so far. Both are for the same account because that's the only account right now, and both of the transactions are here. And in the account settings, as we have shown before, it's just creating different categories that are connected to the previous payroll sections or the other account sections. Here we can create a deposit category. You can select a name. Let's say it's a test name. The type is travel or accounts. Set active and save. Now it has been created. Then the expense category. Here we can select different categories of expenses. Let's say it can be traveling, it can be food, it can be entertainment, it can be office purposes, it can be anything that the company needs it to be. And for the last part, we have the payment methods, which we have already shown. We can create a payment method from here that is totally connected with the payroll system. Because the payment method we select here, such as maybe it can be card, it can be any other format, but yeah, it will be connected to the payroll. So that's all. That is how both of the systems work. Thank you for watching.